What's up, people? This is Craft Relax, and thank you once again for coming by and seeing how the mail calls are going. I'm still catching up on the backlog. Appreciate you if you're coming back to see how that's going. But if it's your first time, welcome. This is just a channel where I talk about the items that come in, go out, and the ones that stick around because they have that special place in my heart. Currently, we're just trying to catch up to all the mail calls that happened over the past few months. So this is the month of June. This one's pretty heavy, so I have to make these a minute long because there's too much. Of course, everything has lore, but I don't want to bore you guys because you clicked here and you decided to watch this video about somebody else's collection. So let's get straight to it. Where do we start? I'm actually looking at this long list and I'm like, I didn't even take down the page information because it's too much this time. Let's just choose something. So actually, let's start with Hobby Genki's huge haul. One of the boxes that came through of the warehouse items, one by one. So of course, Callie has to join us, our favorite viewer from the channel. And we're gonna start with Studio Series RC. Yes, this is an core class, and within scale of the other items that came out, it does its job, but they could have tried just a little bit better with the sculpting or make it closer. I understand they only had certain CADs and images to go off of, but could they fix it in post? I've seen mad people do that, so that's what I think I'll be doing. I'll be making my adjustments to the core class RC so it can look a little bit better, we'll say. Moving on, we have Studio Series Nightbird. Transformers reason to just put a skyline into the movieverse, but no complaining. They did really well with the car alt mode of the skyline itself. Of course, one version is gonna suffer, so the bot mode isn't as tall or as skinny as was seen on screen, but no complaints. I just need something that looks like it's on-screen adaptation, and this does better than Scourge does, so that's a plus. I got my first Nendoroid. Of course, I had to make it Masaka Nozawa. Of all the people to start with, the voice of our Japanese Goku. Pretty much the voice of the first Goku that we've ever heard. Just having something that gives a shout out to that VA, that star that is over in Japan. Appreciate you. Just watched the video of the history and how she got into the voice acting career and how she's been doing it for so long. So I added this to my little Goku shelf, and this one's already been opened. Box is gone. We focus on out of box experiences here. SHF Adventure Begins Bulma. Pretty much the first iteration of Bulma in Dragon Ball history, and can't go wrong with this. I'm gonna add this to the, of course, SHF Dragon Ball display, but specifically just to that Dragon Ball section, the part where it's gonna show like the introduction to the characters and where they went from there. So gotta add either this Bulma or that tactical looking army built version. Between either or, you just need a Bulma in the collection if you're a Dragon Ball fan. And hint, hint, wink, wink at my age when you pull up with the case closed Conan Edogawa figure. It's Conan Edogawa. I used to love that show when I was in high school, watching it just before school or whenever it was coming on. Catching up to those episodes, seeing how he was going to solve the case and figure out how to stop being a kid anymore. I was just like, Dragon Ball GT, right? Just trying to figure out how to not be a kid. I actually never finished the show. I gotta find out how he resolved everything. I hope so. But yeah, I've already unboxed this, and this should have a quick review in the future. Okay, so where are we going next? Let's start with the Beast Deities Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Missed this first chance. I wasn't actually aware of how third parties or the fringe SHF figures were being provided and being released. Of course, you learn enough, you get into communities, and you understand the processes and other retailers that are doing the selling and pre-orders. So this is what we call it, version 2 or iteration 2. people weren't too happy with this because the faceplates was changed. Some of the weight was distributed differently so that he could stand without a stand. But this comes in, 3 separate boxes. You get the whole figure with faceplates, hands. This is your closest to Janemba and some of Buu Saga on-screen adaptation of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. No shots at SHF, but I did sell that. So, of course, I tried to opt for one that looked a little closer to the show or movie. So, that Marvel Legends Carnage that I pre-ordered last month came in the month of June. Amazing. Great. The thing is gigantic. It's dope. And I'm keeping it in the collection, I believe, because it does some height imposement that was not being able to be done by any of the other characters that I'm going to have in that display. So, yeah. Nice to have hulking Carnage fighting up against 1-2 Spider-Man. We'll see when it finally gets put together. But yeah, I like this character. I also like this character. Got the Piccolo, the Namekian Pride Piccolo. This one comes with a cape, head wrap. We got pieces that were missing from the superhero version. Of course, that's a different take. But now I got to add the Dragon Ball Z version of Piccolo to the collection. Amazon hit me with the price match if it goes any lower, and I got it for like 50 something bucks, so I couldn't opt out. I had to go ahead with it. So this has its place in this collection. We'll edge this one off to, of course, the maybe Cell Saga and situate this one around those fellow characters. All right, a Civil War comic adaptation of Iron Man. Does it exist? Yes, in Marvel Legends. So what I gotta do? Get a Marvel Legends. Not as wide as I would like it to be, and you kind of know this from most Iron Man that they do portray a little slim, except that most recent one that seems to be a little wider than other figures. So yeah, now we have Extremis Iron Man added. Can't wait to get a version of Captain America that matches the Civil War look. It's either gonna be that Mafex classic cap, or maybe I'll be able to luck over the Marvel Legends one that came out a few years ago for not the prices that I see it at. Let's see. DF Goku. Everybody and their mom probably got DF Goku at this point. If you want 3.0 SHF quality Goku, you're going to get the Demonical Fit. It's such a amazingly articulated, pretty similar to the SHF superhero Gohan figure. So I just picked one up. I needed a highly articulated Goku that looks like he was from the Buu Saga, and I think this is where we'll go. Probably in the future, I think that's where SHF will actually dip into the 3.0 era. They probably don't have a reason because they've just been pumping out all the 2.0 iterations, but yeah, I think it's gonna come up in the Buu Saga most likely. But I have the F1 right now, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I won't, or maybe I will change to that one. So yes, there's another Hobby Genki order, and that's why this is such a long arrivals part of the video, because I accidentally ordered this as one package with shipping included. I can't remember my reasoning, and clearly there wasn't any. But in this package, I got the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, the Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal, and then I got 2 Transformers Bumblebee Megatrons because I was trying to, I don't remember, I was trying to sell one to somebody, or I was trying to get one to somebody. They no longer needed it because they were able to get the US retail version. So now I'm stuck with another one. So check me on Mercari. I'll see you there if you want to pick it up. It's not even more than retail. It's pretty much probably retail, if not less, or close enough. I don't remember. But yeah, look, it was not that bad of a price as I'm showing on screen. Way less than what you might pay for leader class and a Voyager figure. But yeah, that's one of the positives of working with imports. Able to save some money, but also I could have done this a little better. But, all right, another package. Yo, June was crazy. Package from BBTS, and this is gonna be the Street Fighter Hall, the Ken and Ryu, which in the last episode I talked about me getting Bison to add for the opposition for these 2 figures. So we got Ken and Ryu, straight out the box, the Jada Toys does amazing with the articulation, the presentation, the design, the packaging. Everything about a Jada Toys is top notch for what price you get it for. It's actually super dope. We have some Toy Story figures. I've always wanted, like, you know, the OG Disney character Toy Story figures, but you know, Woody don't stand, and Buzz got the same derpy face that all of them got, and the helmet don't disappear. So if you want a more articulated, more alternate face Toy Story figure, you're either gonna go with these Beast Kingdom ones, or you're gonna get the Revlotech, and the Revlotech is just too small for me. I wish the Beast Kingdom did come with more faces or expressions on the faces, but you know, for the price I got these two for, I can't go wrong. And then I had a Legacy Shrapnel sitting in my pile of loot from the beginning. I needed to get just the last Insecticon, and the Decepticon shelf is probably almost complete. Need that one Stunticon that seems to never ever come back out, but Entertainment Earth is holding our pre-order hostage. Not our money, just the hope that we have for a pre-order actually coming through. And that's probably it. And lastly, Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America. I like this figure. I'm for sure not too hype on the proportions and like some of the molding. It does look like the old version. It's probably just a copy and paste, like people said, of the older version. I don't have it, so I can't speak to it, but I really got it because I picked up the old comics when they were switching over that all new, all different realm of Marvel Comics back in like 2013, 2014, right after Secret Wars. Wait, was this Cap before Secret Wars? I don't remember. But I needed something to put in front of the comic, and once that comic finally gets out of its storage, and yeah, this is a okay representation of it. I like it. Could a little bit more work on his face. He was never this, like, you know, angry all the time, was he? I don't remember. He did have a lot of angst and tough stories after leaving Falcon and becoming Cap, and I completely understand it. And hopefully the movie's good. Anthony Mackie, hopefully the movie's good. I trust y'all. Let's see. Now, hitting straight to the pre-orders because there was no selling in the month of June. I wish I could have backed the Super 7 2003 Ninja Turtles on the Super 7 site. I just did not have the immediate $200 to drop on all four. I think it was like $220, $230 something after tax. Of course, there's so many different plans you could have used. The pay in 4 from PayPal, or pay in 6 months, or just get another credit card, or Klarna, I think they had on their website. I wish I could have, because then I would be able to get the additional heads for each brother. But I didn't. So instead, I got them on Amazon. I'll be charged next year. I'm glad these came out. I hope they are aware of the hype from the 2003 fans and collectors, now collectors. So being the first iteration of this series, I had to hop on it. And we just seen them at San Diego Comic-Con. They look awesome. Even glue and everything. They look great. The sculpting is just how we wanted it to be, and I'm glad it exceeded our expectations, because, you know, I haven't had a Super 7 in my life, never held one, and this will be my first. But most people had a previous experience with a Super 7 and felt like it was going to be the same. So glad this is what we got, and hope the line continues. Big Bad is where they had the Legacy Autobot Gears. He's not like a required figure for my collection, but the sculpting and articulation on the version that they provided looks so good that I was like, I might as well add another mini bot to the display. So maybe we'll see. They actually pushed back the release, I'm assuming because of distribution. So it's not coming anytime soon. So I have more time to see, you know, if it shows up for cheaper on Amazon, or if I see it in store, it'll be a pickup. But for now, this is on the pre-order list, and we'll see if things change over the course of the next few months. And rounding out the pre-orders, we have GT Super 17 from the Tamashii line. The villains, they're starting out strong. Of course, we're gonna get Omega Shenron. We're gonna get a Nova Shenron, baby for sure, and in all the iterations that they had produced. Let's just start supporting just the beginning of the GT line, and they'll finish it out. They'll continue to keep giving us these figures. I'm excited. It's gonna be dope when I finally have the display. If I just need the first 3 and a villain just fighting, that's super dope. Let's keep dropping these figures, Tamashii, because I'm excited to see what's coming up in the future. And that's it. Another mail call wrapped up. I'm almost there. We're caught up. It's June. But this month was crazy. Like, just seeing what came through, that opened my eyes. Like, just seeing the videos compiled in that folder and then, you know, putting them on the timeline. This is a lot. I need to cut back. I need to slim down. I don't need everything. Not everything needs to be added to the buy now section. So maybe you'll see that in the future departures video. Appreciate you watching. If you got it this far, we'll make some changes in the future. We're almost done with the mail calls, and then the regular content is about to come out. All my 2 cents are piling up, and I just need a voiceover. I just need time to do the voiceover. So let's get through these mail calls. Thank you for watching. Keep collecting, people. It's fun. Just don't go crazy with it. This is when you need one of these videos to realize it. Take it easy. Peace.
Great job.